Hello, Richard, guys. Happy 4th of July. I don't know if my skills with technology are going to work, but I'm walking down to the mall and I want to talk to you about gtii. Here's America. Here's America. This is Logan Circle. Here's a happy dog. Happy dog. So as we walk down there, I want to talk to you a little bit about Finger and all of the stocks we're in. This camera, I can't turn it back around, so you won't be seeing much of me, I don't think. There we go. Down this way. Now let's see what I can do. Go like this. All right, so as we get there, I don't know if my microphone batteries will last. I don't know if that guy's headlights are on. Sorry about that. Detracts from everything. Tomorrow is going to be a big day for Finger. And tomorrow is Wednesday. On Thursday and on Friday, each of those days are going to be big days for Finger. Let me see if I can get away from these headlights. It's a happy dog. This is America. What we've seen in Finger is there's a buyer, and that buyer, here, let me see if I can look at the camera. I don't know if you can see me. I don't know if this is going to work. But anyway, that buyer has bought millions of shares. It might be several buyers. And I don't think they're going to stop. And I don't think they have stopped. I looked, here we go. I checked some whatever you want to call it, technical work that I did. And I did it before the collapse and before the run up to 4 or 450. And frankly, this pullback down that happened on Friday down to 3-ish, right in that 293.18 range, that was the pullback. And it didn't kill anything. In fact, I think it sets us up for a much stronger move. What happened on Friday, the Lynn Partners and Benchmark were and their associates were simply trying to keep the stock down for their 6-month reporting, their second quarter report, and their end of the month reports that they get judged on. Now their clients are different than you are. Their clients put up money for them to short and destroy companies. And so they need the price down, not up. But that's over with now. And I don't think the Lynn Partners has this is K Street. You hear about K Street all the time. K Street. This is where lobbyists come. This is where after someone like Gary Gensler works at the SEC, he can collect huge salaries at a law firm based on K-Street. And I'm talking huge, more money in a year than you make in two decades. There's a lot of people wanting to share this experience. Oh, can't go in the park. So that's why everyone's going this way. So anyway, what I think happened is they sold it off so they can con their clients into believing these guys know what they're doing. They really don't. I can't go through the park. We have such a homeless problem here. I think they closed off the park for that reason. Non-camping. They're enforcing non-camping regulations. But so anyway, this is getting disjointed. I wish I could go through. Let me see if I can look at you. So anyway, the issue with Lynn Partners and the rest of them is they don't have enough money to keep this stock down. And they have to fib one more time to their clients to see if they can buy time. But the canard is that the Lynn Partners doesn't raise capital. They're not capital funders. What they do is sell your stock, if you're a CEO, in the open market before they give you a tranche. And then they do it again, destroying your company. They collect fees, but those fees aren't big enough to pay for the Madison Avenue address that they have. What they join in like a pack of thieves with all the benchmark people to split the profits on what they can sell offshore and elsewhere. Now they sell, according to West Christian, there are trillions of shares sold offshore on a macro level that don't exist. And you've got to really wonder. I mean, I can get why the media supports Democrats. They get paid maybe by the Democrats, or you get Democrats in power. Maybe that's better than Republicans. I get why the media supports Pfizer. I mean, apparently Anderson Cooper gets 10 million of his 12 million salary is paid for by Pfizer. So there's a benefit. What I can't understand is what benefit is there? Even if you agree with that Forbes jerk that there is no such thing as short selling, and you believe that we're all the problem somehow, who benefits from this? Who benefits from this? This might be as far as I can go. They've blocked a lot off, but it's a good spot. So I really don't see where the benefit comes from. These guys sell trillions of shares. They pay no taxes, and and uh, and then move the money offshore. And who benefits from it? It kills companies like Finger. For example, Finger, the Lind partners supported Finger when they signed them up. Philip Vallier said, "We are excited." And then Benchmarks put out a report that they're worth $5. But what is the benefit to the United States of America of shorting trillions of shares of stock that don't exist? The money doesn't go in the US Treasury. The money goes offshore. Who benefits from this? I mean, obviously Goldman Sachs, prime broker, and others get a huge profit potential from this. But congressmen, congresswomen, senators, who benefits from this? Why are you protecting it? Look at that. That's gorgeous, huh? That's through those trees is the White House, but I can't walk all the way down. Just pretend that's Power Up Lending under there, or Lind Partners. Not the people, just the buildings. So anyway, tomorrow I expect Finger to be up. They're going to try to attack it in the morning. They won't be able to keep it down. The Voice went in and met with the potential investors this weekend. So I think Philip Vallier and Jeff Easton are going to have a comeuppance. And so I wanted to talk, now I can't tell if you can hear me at all. I think this, yeah, it's still green. All right, I think you can hear me. I wanted to talk to you about the call options. One of the reasons to buy July calls, just to use the 7s as an example, I would prefer you bought the 4s, 5s, or 6s, but you can buy more of the 7s. But check the other strike prices. You'd be surprised. Sometimes you can go in between in the bid and the ask and get a lower strike price for the same price that the 7s are talking about. But anyway, why buy the Julys? If you buy the Julys, the 7s are 20 cents. Hi, how are you? I know, look. Fireworks, yeah. Fireworks. Kids are having fun. So anyway, if you buy the July 7s, you've only got about 3 weeks left, but you're paying 20 cents. Look at the 6s, look at the 5s. You might be able to get the 5s for 25 cents, and that gives you much closer to where the stock is trading. But anyway, the reason to do July instead of August is the Augusts are 40 cents or 45 cents. And the same, the arithmetic works down the ladder as well. So you end up paying the extra time premium anyway. You might as well just buy the Julys. And there you go. Isn't that pretty? And the kids are having fun. And if they expire worthless, with that same money you would have spent for the extra time, you can buy the August then. I mean, you might have to buy the August 10s or the August 9s. We'll play it by ear. But the whole point is you risk less money. Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. bombs bursting in air could see through the light that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave. All right, so the point is, let me see if I can, this is a real exercise in futility. I don't know what I look like here. But the point is, by buying July calls, you don't pay double what it would cost you double to buy the August. So you invest less, you risk less. If the stock starts to move, take half or take a third of your money off the table. So then you're just playing with house money. Maybe set that money aside, and then as we get closer to August, you can buy a higher strike price. They will layer in higher strike prices that will cost less. But remember, the higher you go, it's all-time premium. So if the bid goes above what you paid significantly, take the opportunity to take some money off the table, because that bid will disappear if the stock doesn't keep going up. All right. The other thing is to just buy the stock. I think you're going to see. I think you're going to see potentially Finger gap open after they start fighting it. And I think you can quickly see it back to its highs, recent highs, 450. And then I think if it breaks through 5 and 6, I just don't see Jeff Easton as having the stomach to pull a Kurt Kramer. Jeff Easton cares what people think about him. Kurt Kramer doesn't. And I think you're going to find that this stock could rally very quickly. But remember to use some of your money management skills and take some money off the table. All right, so let me show you this. This is Farragut. This is the Veterans Administration right here. Veterans Administration. And everyone is going to have a heck of a time getting out of DC. I'm going to cross against the traffic. All right, it's going to change it. What does honking do? So, all right, let me quickly just mention, I think that GTII is going to move at the same time as Finger. I could be wrong, and if we're lucky, Finger goes first, and we'll be able to put money from Finger into GTII. But I think the same setup is there for GTII, and I think that will break for the reasons you know. And then finally, I just wanted to mention that mmtlp is part of this. As these pressures go, as one of these trade up, the facile media and the bought professors at Georgetown and the government people that apologize or are apologists for this behavior, they're not going to be able to hide it. And I don't know if you heard while the bombs were bursting in air, who benefits from this? Why is it okay, congressmen, senators, journalists, SEC, FINRA? Why is it okay? that trillions of shares of stock are sold that don't exist in Germany. Are they getting us back for World War II? What are you thinking? Really, what are you thinking? Here, let's go this way. I just can't see any benefit anywhere than to the banksters. And that might be good enough. I listened to a video, a general was speaking, and he made the comment that there's three branches of the United States government. There's the pharmaceutical industry, there's Raytheon, and there's BlackRock. And he might have gotten it. Do you know you've been hearing about Hunter Biden, but right over there is where he met the woman who I think that's it. If I'm wrong, it's right there, but I think it's there. The Gentleman's Club, where he met the woman who's the mother of his child. Anyway, I think it all ties in, and I'm going to end it quickly here. Well, maybe I'll walk up to that circle. I think it all ties in for mmtlp. I think if we break one of these stocks, if we break one of these companies, shorts, and I think it's going to be Finger first, then it's maybe GTII, and then it just opens the lid on a massive cost that mmtlp could be. So we're all fighting together. We're all in it together. And I really think we're on the verge of finally a payday. And I want you guys to focus on that. I want you to focus on having a payday for yourselves rather than fighting the amorphous them and the endless system that's set up to protect these criminals for some reason.
Many people over there?
Many people, yep. There are many people. I think that was a taxi cab driver. Or maybe he wanted to give me a ride. Oh, well, I don't know. So anyway, we're all in this together. I wish everybody a happy 4th of July. I think things could get really exciting for Finger over the next 2 or 3 days. If you look at Top, how it traded, and HKD, they ran in a couple of days once they broke out. So let's see if the stars are aligned. And if we can just break through on one, it's going to make our work. That was kind of scary. That almost felt like it was very close. It'll make our work. It'll make our work. It'll validate our work, and it'll make our work worthwhile. And anyway, I wish all of you the best. 4th of July is for everybody. Of all of God's varieties, and it's a reaffirmation in the idea that men and women can live in peace with equality and with individual rights. Anyway, I'm going to say I will say Buenos Aires, and we'll talk tomorrow. If things get hot and heavy, I might turn on early. So happy 4th of July, everybody. Bye.